Oh, hello, and welcome to tonight's episode of All Systems Go Plays D&D. I am Logan, as always, the GM of this lovely stream. We are playing Odyssey of the Dragonlords, a D&D 5e point 2024 campaign with just a light, like the lightest touch of homebrew. Otherwise, we are following the book strictly and not going off course. We are unfortunately down one player tonight, so we are our beefy boy. He's sitting this one out, but we have the
R.I.P.
rest of our not RIP. Just
Can you imagine?
RPS though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time Connor's
points
gone, bad
significantly
things happen.
lowered. Total
points
party hit points dropped a
halved.
lot. Halved.
I demand his magic items become equal opportunity when he's not around.
Absolutely not. But
Yeah.
we have the rest of our lovely players who are more than capable of surmounting every single problem that I throw at them. And we'll begin by introducing those lovely players with the
Hi.
stand-in first player.
I'm Sarah. I hate being the stand-in first player. Love being second. First was way too much pressure. I
worst.
play Nemea, the human Odyssean rogue. And she just never met a problem she didn't like. She likes them all.
I feel like that's factually
That's
false.
true. That's false for sure.
It's
I
true.
have one major problem that she does not like at all.
Problematic?
I have spoken.
Well,
Next.
my name is Sean, and I play Aeneas, the Circle of Stars druid, and he has a lot of problems, and he doesn't like any of them. So, in stark contrast, he's upset about everything.
And no one is coming to him with solutions. It's really upsetting. Okay,
Exactly.
next.
I'm Abby. I play Elegy, the siren monk. Elegy is always really happy about problems. So happy. Always.
She couldn't possibly feel anything else.
Factual.
Next.
I'm Joey, he, him. I play Kai, demi-god sorcerer, and he is the problem of the group that none of them want to solve.
Okay, facts all around. I'm Logan, and I love problems when I come up with them and hoist them onto these four players. So, we will begin tonight with a vignette, as we always do. No surprise. But wait, there is a surprise. There will be two players in the vignette tonight. I'll set the scene and then they can introduce themselves. So, we find ourselves two fairly hulking figures crouching low in the foliage near the ground. And they're looking out into a temporary camp. There's maybe one horse-drawn wagon. The horse has been put out to pasture. Does that mean it's out? It's tethered up outside. And they're waiting at a campfire. The place is set for a couple of people, but currently there's just one figure there, very well dressed in very fine traveling gear. There's a sword at their side. It looks like it's more for show than anything else. There's not really much else happening in camp. The person sort of are occasionally tending to the fire, and they're looking around nervously every time they sort of hear anything. It is nighttime, not like middle of the night, but like late evening. The sky is dark, shadows are long on the ground. So, our two figures, hulking figure number one, go ahead and introduce yourself. One of you can just pick it.
Who's number one? I'm number one. I'm in charge here. My name is Sokroth, and I'm a very intellectual minotaur that also has a mission that he's trying to get done. He's got an incredibly small spectacles on his otherwise incredibly large face that he seems to be constantly adjusting. giving sort of an odd offset to his very large minotaur form, and he's in the middle of over-explaining something to his companion.
Companion, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Kyriakos. And I'm the smartest one in this group. All you gotta do is get in there, take the heads, bash them together, take the things, and go. And I feel like Kyriakos is big and he's got like cut off sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
And also like just bits of sparkly shiny things that he's like picked up along the way, just like pinned and around his belt buckles. Because that's how you know he's a minotaur of substance.
We zoom in on you two. You've been in this foliage for about 10 minutes now, and you're just not able to agree on the plan. So pick up mid-argument. I believe you were in the middle of really over-explaining something to the other one. So we'll start there.
Yes. Sakroth is hunched down, he's fiddling with his glasses, he's sort of darting nervously between both the campfire and Karagos. He's like, Karagos, remember, so you're going to pincer around from the left, I'll come from the right, but it's actually a feint, and so I'll move more center-wise around the campfire, and use the shadows, of course, because if you don't use the shadows, they'll see us immediately, and then it'll all be for nothing.
We're minotaurs.
Yes, but
They're gonna see
anyone
us
can hide in
immediately.
shadows.
All right, so I go up there and I smash his head in.
No.
I'm going now. I'm going
Karago,
now.
no, calm down.
While you guys are arguing, the person in the campfire sort of reacts suddenly to a noise. And at first, you guys think it's him reacting to your heated argument, but he is actually looking off in the other direction. He says, Moto, is that you? You fool, have you brought back anything to eat? Don't startle me like that. And then another figure sort of approaches into the firelight, and he goes, and clearly this is not Moto, because the person sitting at camp goes, who are you? Stop! And they just are like fiddling with their sword, and they can't even get it out. The person walking into camp is wearing just like dirty brown robes. They have dirt all over them. They have like twigs in their wild, crazy hair. They just look like they've rolled around in dirt for the last 8 years. The only nice thing on this person is just this remarkable, like, golden sash. It doesn't even look like fabric. It looks like it's made of almost like light. It's unlike anything you have ever seen before. And they approach in camp with their hands out. And they're just calmly walking. The person is still like fuddling. They're not even doing a really good job of it. And the second figure gets up to them and just like rests a hand on their hands as they're fumbling and just like gently shakes their head no and just motions for the person to sit back down. Very confused by this, the person just sits down with them and says, I don't know who you are, but how did you find our camp? Where's Moto? And the person just gently calms them with their hands. And they point out into the wilderness and they sort of shrug, but then they pull out maybe some jerky and they offer it to this person, and he ravenously grabs it. You can see that he's quite hungry. It looks like their expedition has not been going very well. So this is the current state of the camp, and we'll head back to you two. As you have seen this, does this change your plan of attack?
Oh, Karagos, this is no good. This is no good at all. Wait, now there's two of them?
This is better.
Can't use the shadows anymore. They're looking in two different directions. This is horrible.
This is great. It's one for me and one for you.
What?
Right.
No, we're not
Right.
trying to harm
right.
them. We're just trying to take the gold and valuables and
Well, that one has a
redistribute
gold
them.
shiny sash.
Yes, but the merchant, I'm sure, has more liquid assets that we can take advantage of and then redistribute for the greater good of the people.
Chagros, you've been eyeing this merchant. The original one has a giant coin sack, like comically large, on their hip. And it's been clinking. You've been counting those clinks.
Yep. I'm like, okay, you get him, I'll get this one. And I think I just charge right. I'm gonna actually push Zakroth up in front of me first,
Yep.
out of the shadows towards the other one, and then I will do a pincer-like movement and come from the side to get the coin, the side of the coin purse.
Perfect. The merchant, when you sort of emerge not cloaked in shadows, completely ignoring
so
the
sorry.
obscuration, looks and is like, "Who is this? Is this your friend?" And then he is sort of taken from behind by Chagros, who's executed a perfect pincer movement. The
Right, you're
newcomer,
gonna give us our coin and you'll live. And I like yank the coin. I'll try and yank the coins.
yeah, it's fairly easy. It's sort of well secured. So you're like keeping one hand and you're sort of futzing, trying to get it off with the other hand. The other person who joined sort of stands up and they sort of like hands up and they sort of like hands together and they like are sort of not bowing, but like trying to do a non-threatening pose to you, Zakroth.
Oh, well, no, I deeply apologize for all this, but I think you should listen to that man over there who's got you. And Zakroth is edging slow, like carefully towards this sort of non-threatening person.
He's assessed that you're not a threat, and now he's looking over at the commotion on the other side, and he's like hands together, pleading for you. You get the idea that he's pleading for you to not harm this other person, Chagros.
Now, Chagros, I think we should talk to these gentlemen and make sure we can get the most we can out of them, and then just leave them to their bidding, their night.
Well, I've already got what I want here, and he'll like take the coin purse,
Yeah,
and then
you
he'll
rip it off.
take.
Unfortunately, when you rip it off, a lot of it goes spilling to the ground.
Ugh. Great.
Chagros, you just make a mess of everything. Okay, just take what you have. Anyways, now, kind sir, this sort of Zakroth will pick up this very large, I think, warhammer that he has that's been like outside the whole time, but he finally sort of hoists it onto his shoulder, and he says, "Now, sir, I'm sure you have more than just coin." And he's kind of positioned himself behind this person, so with the sash, so he can just keep an eye on both of them. But
I think Kagros will like kick him behind the knees so he can like kneel down this other guy, and then he'll like pick up the coins while he's like so he's kicked him and he's
the merchant.
kneeling.
You kick the merchant.
The
down?
merchant is kneeling in front.
The merchant is like scrambling, trying to get the money as you're getting the money. He's beginning to shout for Moto. He's like, "Moto, come quick! There, bandits, Moto!" And he's like trying to grab coins from you. You're trying to grab the coins. He's like taking them too.
There's a simple solution, and I will conk him on the side of the head.
Perfect. Just roll a d6 for me.
I would love to. Five.
Does he live? No. You you accidentally like bash his skull, and he said, "Moto!" And he just sort of goes flying to the ground. The other person like covers it and sort of like falls to their knees and is like,
I'm just like, "Oh, Chagos, you just ruin everything." And then I'll completely smash in the head of the guy with the golden sash.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so his last moments, he was on his knees looking at you confused, and then you just smash his head. Okay, perfect.
We smash.
You see, you smash.
Chagos, you get the rest of that coin, and I'll meet you back at camp, alright? I think that's the last of it. Zakroth will rip that golden sash off of the guy and then leave.
Perfect. Chagros, you are getting all this coin. Zakroth has taken this weird sash. It's not money. Who cares about that? It disappeared into the night. And he's left you, of course, always leaving you to clean up the problems he causes. Now there's 2 dead people. They wouldn't have died if you had just followed your plan. Now you're mumbling, picking up all this money.
We took too long listening.
And then you hear, All right, now just put your hands up. No one's going to get hurt. And you look up, and there's like 10 guards that are now surrounding the camp. They all have like actual weapons drawn. It could be an even match, but it's probably not going to be an even match for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just put that down?
I don't have anything. Like
They gesture to the 2 dead people on the ground.
happens. Sometimes you find
Happens.
people like this in the woods.
I think we got another. And then you run through from behind with the sword. May you
Betrayed.
gasp and fall to the ground, joining your lovely merchant friend on the ground. And as you
I
watch,
clutch
you
my
see
coin
just
first.
the light of the golden sash and Zakroth maybe watching you, and then sort of balled up and left. And that's the last thing you see before you slip into unconsciousness and die. And that is where we'll end that vignette. So, we'll be And we are back. Okay, so for the main show tonight, let's briefly discuss where we are presently. And we'll do that by doing where we were last week. So, Abby, with the recap,
Mhm.
please.
Okay, last week we had. Do you want me to do a vignette or just story? We'll just do story. Sophron
Just story.
made Elegy happy again via the crew singing horribly and Sophron like really trying but not being that motivating. But it sounded great. Kai didn't like it though, and so Kai went and got mad at Aeneas because he was being rubbed the wrong way by beautiful siren song. And then Thylea was sad. And then we got lore dumped on by an entire culture of lizard folk.
That is true.
And there's a lot of people.
We all experienced that
And
together.
there's a lot of things. Icon is Sidon. The Whisperer is Lutheria. They both suck. We know these things to be true.
There were chickens,
Okay.
big chickens. There were
There's
big
three-
Sophrons.
There
We
was
made
the
Sophron huge.
biggest ever Sophron. It seems like there's 3 colors of lizard folk, like 3 groups of lizard folk. There's fire
sort of.
extant, yeah, firewalkers, ash runners, and ember skippers. And then the smoke steppers were blue, but they gonzo. And then there's another one that's also gonzo, and we don't know about them. We met some people.
Very good.
I don't know how much you want me to keep saying.
That's fine. So we are at the camp of the. We'll begin to collectively call them the Alliance. It is in their history, 2 lizard tribes have never been in such close cooperation as the Ember Skippers and the Ash Runners are now. So we're going to call them the Alliance. You are at their camp. You had Kaale tell you the extensive lore of the lizard folk. That was her truth to tell you, and she did. And then she invited you to have dinner with the camp. And what that really meant was a giant council meeting taking place over food. You each sort of had an interaction with different members of the tribes. And then you were presented with sort of 2 seemingly conflicting paths forward. Your ultimate goal is to stop Kane with whatever he's doing. You're not really entirely sure what he's doing. You just know he's doing a ritual that requires the chiefs of the island. You don't know what that ritual entails, or what the end result will be, or really how far he is in that process. But you know that it is not going to be good for the lizard folk, as they have told you, and so you wish to stop that. To get to that path, you have to either, well, you can do two things. He's at the top of the mountain, and you have to get up there. You don't have permission to get up there, and there's currently giant sky chickens that are intent on keeping you out of there. So those are two problems that you need to solve. Solutions have been presented, and there really was not a consensus formed. So we're going to pick up with the sort of argument becoming very heated in this council meeting, and then Hinalea Two-Tone is going to call for a recess, and she's going to say, everyone just like go, leave this place for an hour or so, and then we will reconvene. And so we will start with you all. The recess has begun. There are some people that stormed out, some people are sort of lingering, but there are quite a few members of the tribes that are sort of lingering, and it's clear that they want to talk to you all as sort of the pinnacle heroes of this whole plan. So that is where we will begin. Okay. So,
Aeneas, are you still by Danger Smoke Lady?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, maybe now that it's cooled down a little bit, he might be more amenable to mingling.
Yeah, I was gonna say Elegy will go over there, but if you're mingling, then
It's not who you
I
play.
mean,
Elegy, Nemea. Wow, I'm telling you what to do.
yeah, I mean, I think he's over. I think he's starting at least by Smoke Lady. She wasn't
Isala.
very helpful, though.
Isala.
She is one of the. You can be by her, but after the recess is called, it's clear that she's going to
She's like done. Yeah.
be leaving. She's not like running out, but she's not.
Who's
Just
looking
leave
like they
me?
want to linger? Who are the lingerers?
Roski is one of the ones that is lingering. I believe that is who Sophron talked to. Sort of the elderly Ember Skipper that was in a heated debate with Braga, which was the sort of brash Ash Runner. They are lingering. Clear that they're waiting to talk to you, but they're not going to interrupt you private conversation.
Aeneas, what
Yeah.
do you think we should? What do you think we should do?
Mm,
You're good with mountains, you know. It's on Thylea.
yeah, I guess. I mean, should be fine just asking for permission, right? Like, we're gonna have to deal with those sky chickens anyways. at
Yeah,
some
maybe
point.
permission means the sky chickens don't attack us. I don't know how it works.
I don't think that, but more like I'm not willing to upset anything that shouldn't be upset.
Hmm.
And who? Kai will join in. And who?
I'm less scared of sky chickens than I am of whatever controls this volcano.
Who
Maybe-
gives us permission?
The council, I think. There's 3 people.
The
The Triune.
Triune.
Council,
Yeah,
Triune,
maybe-
same thing.
That maybe they know more about what's in the volcano, and you know, maybe they have some more information.
Yeah, I mean, they might be wise, actually, unlike these people.
Aeneas, we don't say that out loud. They're
Oops.
still here.
Only half of them.
I'm gonna go. Nemea's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna go see what they say. This guy looks like he wants to talk to us, and she's gonna sidle up to Roski.
Roski says, esteemed hero, Nemea, was it?
Yes, that's me. It's
It
true.
is so good that you are here.
Is it?
It is very good that you are here.
And why? Tell me, why is that?
Because you have brought a boat.
We have bought a boat, and we needed some new crew members. Do you know anybody who's good with boats?
He gestures around to everyone and says, "These people, we have got to leave this island."
Why?
This is
I'm
all a
all for
distraction.
adventuring.
Kane can do as Kane pleases. We should leave before we are crushed by Kane.
Got it. Where do you want to go?
Away from here. Hakuroa can deal with Kane. But
Okay.
that is not for us to deal with.
Well, how many of you do you think would want to be on the Otros?
We should bring them all.
Do you think they all want to come? It seems like you could not decide.
You may convince them. We have not had outsiders in some time, and we value your wisdom.
Well, the outside world might not be as kind as you think.
It is safer than here. Our hatchlings are taken from the nests, our leaders threatened every day, and we die slowly but surely. Kane is relentless, but even he cannot surmount the sea.
Well, if we get rid of Kane, does that solve the problem for you? Would you stay if Kane was gone?
What is the cost of getting rid of Kane? How many of us must die? How many of the firewalkers, our brethren, must die?
So I guess, will the firewalkers still hate you even if Kane is gone, is my question.
It
Is
is
the
to be
division
seen.
too deep?
There has been much rivalry and much bloodshed between us.
Nemea is like, well, I'm all for reinventing yourself. So if it means coming on the boat, I think that is a possibility. Logan smiling to himself. I hate that.
Kale and Kurzai would never go for it. They are too proud to renounce. Kupua Ahai. It is their pride that will be our downfall, though. You must convince them. He grabs your hand. You must convince them. This is not worth dying over. We can have new lives. Hakuroa can see us wherever we go. We should go.
Anybody who wants to come, I think it's fine. I'm like looking wildly over my shoulder.
Aeneas is shaking his head.
I mean, I think it's fine. I will try to convince them. I mean, there's room on the ship now.
Very few will come without Kaale or Kurzai's blessing. They don't want to abandon them. If you convince them both to come, many more would be saved.
All right. Well, I will try. I will try my best.
The fates
Not
of our
everybody-
young, our elderly, our infirm, and even our warrior rests on your ability to convince those two. No pressure.
And he's like, it's fine. Just, just flashbacks to Oath Sworn on the Amazonian.
I will take your oath now.
Yep. Yeah, Nemea, does he really want an oath, or was that just
No, that was
aside? Okay,
he
yeah.
does not
Yeah.
need an oath.
Nemea will assure him that she will do her best to convince them that finding a new life is the right way to go, and that she personally believes that on a deep personal level.
Perfect. The person, Borowski, turns to leave and says, one more thing, I guess. You may have noticed Braka and I do not see eye to eye. He is trouble. And I fear he will get many more of us killed before we can safely leave this island.
What would he do?
He is young and does not understand the cost of his actions. I know not what he would do, but I fear each thing he is capable of. Not necessarily for his safety, but for those he would drag with him.
You got it.
And they sort of shake your hand with both hands. He says, remember, no pressure. And then they depart.
All right, so I guess we're saving the lizard folk. We're rehoming them. It's no problem. Okay.
How much room do we have on the Ultras?
I mean,
Like-
if the lizard folk wanted to leave, they could make their own boats.
We are currently tugging a boat addition.
Also, we're not going to the mainland anytime soon.
Maybe they will just want to go to an island. Maybe we can drop them off on another
A
island.
totally different island. I mean, we
Yeah, I
could.
mean, there's no difference in the mainland.
What could go wrong?
Nothing.
Is anyone else hanging out to talk to us, Logan?
No one is eagerly waiting for your attention, but there are some people that are still reachable, but they don't look like they are sort of gunning for your attention. I'd say the two that you could probably reach if you would like would be Isala or Braka. Of course, the two chiefs are sort of talking to their respective groups as well. And then Hinalea.
And I'm really sorry, I'm so dense. Is the Triune the Chiefs, or is it another group of elders outside of this camp?
Not necessarily elders. It is a group of 3 lizards that exist outside of the tribal structure, and they live in a reclusive area, and they serve as sort of the moral authority for all lizards.
You know, 3 people, moral authority. It's the Pope times 3.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Let's. Okay. Well, so now we have 3 options we have to choose between. Permission,
Oh.
charge the mountain, or get everyone off the island.
Oh, they're getting everybody off. That's after the first 2 decisions. That's later.
Rotsky implied that you should not do either option and
Oh.
should get everyone off the island as the only
Yeah.
course forward.
I mean, we can't leave,
Oh,
so
I see.
until we've done what we
It's
need
fine.
to do.
No oaths were sworn.
Yes, yes.
Thank God.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
So-
Elegy.
Oh, just wood carving.
What are you making?
What? Show you a half-done thing of the picture of the family.
I'm looking at it upside down, and then I turn it right side up. Oh. Do you want to follow that one? She like looks over at like Braka.
Do I want to
The
follow
traffic.
him?
Do you want? I'm gonna go see what he's up to.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you think he's up to nefarious things?
He's sort of lurking in the shadows, talking to some other people quietly.
I
Yeah.
think he's up to nefarious things.
Yep. You were like looking at the wrong one, and then I like point you in the direction of the right one. Alright. I'm gonna go up there and talk to him, and then we're
Oh.
gonna see where he goes next.
Okay. You got it.
I'm like, you wanna come?
Do you want me to be hiding and then follow him after, or are we just both following him? Because I think you should just do that by yourself. If
Well, I think we'll find out as we go along. You know, you and I. And I like sling an arm. And I like walk over and
Yeah.
I go up to Braca and I'm like, finally some real warriors in this place.
Perfect. Yeah. So they are mid conversation, sort of huddled. As you approach, are you going to try and overhear what they're talking about before you get there, or just insert yourself into the conversation and hope they keep talking?
I'm gonna listen before.
Okay, make a perception check.
I shall help you.
Oh. I forget. Does help give me advantage? It's been so
Yes.
long.
It does.
Great. 15.
Very good. You did not.
That's good.
Perfect. So you overhear. It must be tonight. We have to go. These heroes, they're going to choose wrong, and we must be ready. You, go get the other two, and let's do it tonight. And then that's when you show up.
And I'm good.
Heroes.
Yes, we are heroes, and you look like heroes too. Elegy and I, we just love heroes and fighting, and you look like you're the ones. That's around. She's gonna basically
Make a
try to.
deception check.
Yes, we
She's gonna
love
be
that.
like, yes, fighting. Sophron, he's so boring with his peace. We want action. We're not here to. Yeah. And I don't know, I'm like flexing Elegy's muscles or something. I'm like,
Okay, very
we
good.
don't get muscles like these from doing nothing, you know? And I'm trying to be like, get us in there, man. Tell us what the plan is. That's the deception. Like, we're just
good.
like you. 26.
Oh my god. Yeah. He says, the chiefs mean well, but they are held back by formality. We must strike at Kane. He is weak tonight. We've killed so many chickens. We have wounded the fireworkers. He is weak. We will slip into the shadows. We will take him out, kick him into the caldera, and watch him burn. And then our island will be free of his influence. No one needs to launch an assault on the caldera, spill blood on the sacred ground. We will just sneak in, kill one lizard, and be done with this mess.
I thought that he was on the caldera.
Yes.
So what? That sounds like sacred ground.
Technicalities.
It is
Yeah.
sacred ground. We will sacrifice him. No blood spilled. He will burn and smoke will be released into the sky.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. I mean, we love smoke. I'm gonna be like,
Aeneas is walking by and you just hear that. We love smoke.
What the hell?
I guess I want to understand why. So it's like assassination attempt is what they're doing,
Mhm.
but it's like ritual sacrifice assassination attempt. It's not like
Mhm.
it's like a done in a holy way, quote unquote, because we're so because
A good assassination attempt starts with balloons.
Yes. So yeah,
Okay.
you
I would
insert yourself
so
into
what
this
I would
plan
have
so
sense
well.
of how long it's gonna take to get up the caldera, like how do they think they can avoid the chickens? Like what about the Triune? Like I want to get like how they're gonna handle all these logistics that
Yes,
like
they
were
say-
thrown at us.
We Ashclaws are strong and fast and quick and stealthy. We will sneak up the caldera. Underneath the sight
No
of the
chickens
chickens,
will see you.
we are quick and stealthy. Chickens are big and dumb. We will sneak up. We will find Kane and we will kill him.
How will you know
Step
where to
one,
find
step
Kane?
two. He has a big throne room.
It just makes it so easy.
I love killing
I'm-
people in big throne rooms.
Conveniently, his throne room
historically-
overhangs the caldera, so it should be very easy
Wow.
to push him out.
Just kick them out.
Can I assess if these people are overconfident or if they actually seem like they're
Make an
good.
insight check.
Yeah, like in athletics. Can I help? Can I be like, okay, play it out for me, and I'll be like, show me how fast you are, and then Elegy can watch like
Yeah,
I'll be
you
like,
have
I bet I'm
advantage.
faster than you.
20.
They are capable warriors, but they are really glossing over the details.
Okay.
But they are very, very eager. And you feel like if you, regardless of your involvement in this plan,
It's
it
gonna
seems
happen.
like they are setting this plan in motion unless you do something to stop it.
Okay. I'm looking at Elegy with psychic eyes, going like, what?
I feel like this sounds like an okay plan to Elegy.
That's enough for
the
Nemea.
vibes that you get. The chickens are dumb and stupid.
All right. The chickens are dumb and stupid. And I'm gonna mention, why did they want us to go, talk to the Triune? What was that all about? Why? What do they have to do with anything?
Well, you're not allowed on the mountain. You're outsiders.
You're allowed.
We are allowed.
Okay.
We are of Kupua Ahai. We can go. You can come. If no one sees you, no one sees you. No need for permission. Or if you get caught, we ask for forgiveness.
Who will we ask for forgiveness from?
The Triune.
The
What
Triune.
counts as on the mountain?
Yeah, where's the delineation of mountain?
We have not had an outsider in generations, so really it's a fuzzy line of what counts.
So we might already be on the
outsiders are
mountain.
just simply not allowed onto Hakua.
Elegy, we're already on the mountain.
You're not on the mountain.
Oh.
This could be the mountain.
This could be the mountain.
The mountain is very steep.
Okay,
But there's
alright.
some flat land on
Okay,
either side of the actual
alright.
peak.
Okay.
It seems like 5 feet above the ground of the mountain would not count as on the mountain. That doesn't solve your problem, Nemea, but
Nope. Great. Well, Nemea will like draw Elegy aside and be like, I mean, it could just be a scouting mission. If it succeeds, it succeeds. If not, then we have a better idea of what's up on the mountain. I'm sure the Triune would give us permission anyway. I'm sure it's a very fast process.
or if it's a slow process, we don't have time.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to encourage them to do this mission?
Well, I think I will say we should come, and maybe is there? You said regardless of unless we stop it, they're going to
Correct.
do it. Can I delay it by a day
Ooh.
so that we can all go?
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay, I would love to.
Because you've sort of already hyped them up.
I have hyped them up. But it's not really epic unless the heroes are there. 16.
16. Not enough. So they seem... They are like,
No, we have waited too long. Kane must die tonight.
Nemea, let's just talk to the others and then we can get them on board.
Yeah. You say that to me and I'm like, and then I hold that thought. We'll be right back.
perfect. As you to leave, you see them they look like they're on the move. It does not seem like they're going to be in town for long. We're going to flash over to Kai. I think do you have something you want to do, or I will put you into a position?
Put me in a position.
Perfect. I think you bump into Isala. Aeneas, you could be here too if you would like.
Sure.
Perfect. So you both sort of bump into each other and Isala at the same time.
Wow. Whoa. All right. I'm not going to say this normally, but watch where you're going, y'all.
Guy will grimace as he thought the joke was very funny, and then will address Yasala like, so how important is it that we get permission?
It is imperative that you get permission from the Triune.
What's the
We would not like to
consequences?
lose all moral standing.
I mean, have the red guys not already lost all moral standing?
They have not. They have
How?
not
They've
broken any
literally
laws.
murdered other lizards.
They have sacrificed. Sacrifice is not illegal.
I love
Wow.
religion.
Hakuvoa demands sacrifice, and we willingly offer it.
What are the consequences of us losing all moral standing and touching the mountain? Just hypothetically, like, are we gonna lose our heads? Are we gonna get chased from the
I mean,
island and
y'all
never get to
wouldn't
come
lose
back?
moral standing. We
And
would
they
lose
would
moral
have.
standing.
We have invited you. You are our guests, so we would lose it as well. Kane would then have permission. He would have a duty. Hakuroa would demand that he come down from the caldera and kill us all. And no one may stop him.
I mean,
That does feel bad.
I feel like you have a duty to self-preservation, but sure.
If Hakuroa demands it, who are we to say no?
How do you know if Hakuroa demands it?
That is what the Triune tells us.
So they've got a direct line of communication?
Hakuroa speaks to all of us in different ways. He speaks to the Triune most deeply.
Does Hakuroa want people to follow rules over preserving life? Is that what he commands? Is that what you expect?
Hakuroa protects, and as payment, we give Hakuroa what Hakuroa asks for. If Hakuroa were to demand this, Hakuroa doesn't demand sacrifice. We willingly offer it to quell and keep him sleeping.
How fast can we get to this Triune? And what do we need to convince them to give us permission?
They are not far. It should be. I don't know. No one has asked the Triune. But this is beside the point. We don't even need to go up the mountain. I spoke with your friend
What?
here. Kane's ritual is destined to fail. We can allow him to commit it, and then when it falters, he will leave us alone.
That seems unlikely.
Why?
Why would he leave you alone?
If his ritual fails, he has no more reason to harm us. It is not us he wants. It is Kaale or Karasai.
So he's just gonna keep attacking you until he gets them? We're not here forever.
Indeed. We could simply give him what he wants.
And complete the ritual?
It is not going to work.
Seems like a risk I'm not willing to take.
I am the one who spoke the ritual to Kane. I know the intricacies. It cannot succeed.
Well, you can't just leave out really important plot information like that.
Also, like, what's really going on here? You know, like the people that you sacrifice, is their farmland being taken by the people doing the sacrificing? Like, what's happening? You know?
Farm.
Let's ignore
They're
that
more
and
of a
focus.
fisher, hunter-gatherer type society. They don't, and like the village you're in seems to be very mobile. It doesn't seem like they're very sedentary, other than the village that is on the top of the caldera, which is probably not prime farming land.
Volcanic soil. The two
More of like an
plants that can be
obsidian
grown.
glass mountain. But no, so it's not. Sacrifice is sort of into. She explains sacrifice is into the caldera, and it's like people, like the firewalkers, don't prevent that from happening. Like people are allowed to sacrifice themselves, and it's a great honor to do so.
Uh,
I'm more concerned about this ritual. What did you tell him? What is this ritual?
Make a persuasion or a religion check.
A per religion.
I'll make a relisuasion check. You know, I'll reroll. That's fine. That's much better.
The ritual I saw in the smoke and which Kane overheard will turn him into a dragon. Ostensibly.
Will it
That
just
is
make
what
him
he
grow
seeks.
wings, or will it turn him into a dragon?
It will do nothing.
Interesting.
Why?
He does not have the necessary being to undertake the ritual. He is not chosen of Hakuroa, and so he cannot be one to complete the ritual of Hakuroa.
So it's not that he can't. It's not that one cannot turn into a dragon. It is just this individual. Is that what you're
He
saying?
has forsaken, all of the firewalkers have forsaken Hakuroa, and so they are unable to complete the ritual.
But if otherwise, if a morally upright person did it, they could turn into a dragon.
Indeed.
Wow. Do you think I could turn into a dragon?
So easy.
You are not of Kupuana High, so no.
Okay. Well, what if he had outside help, like the Whisperer or
The Whisperer is not of
the other
Hakuroa.
person?
Haikon.
Haikon is not of Hakuroa.
Okay. Well, that's great.
You must convince either Kaale or Krazai. One of them must sacrifice themselves to save the rest of us. It will be a great honor. We will speak of their name for generations, and we will save the rest of the Holo Ehu and the Lele Ahi.
Yeah. That sounds great. I'm probably not gonna try and convince someone to kill themselves for you, but good job.
Great.
Guy would be like, "Well,
I-
thanks for this information. We have a lot to consider."
Aeneas wants to go talk to the chieftains.
Yeah, perfect. Kaale and Krazai are in close proximity, but they are talking to different groups of people. Are you approaching one or the other, or you can try and get them both?
At the same time.
Okay. Make a
Kale.
make a persuasion check. Not necessarily for them, but to get everyone else to go away.
Can Kai try to do that?
Yeah.
Kai will be like, "Let's go smoke. Woo.
You love smoke.
I love smoke."
Yeah, good enough.
Sure.
There are some stragglers, but you sort of like not kick them away, but really shoo them away, and then Krazai like gets the rest of them to go. So you're left with Kaale and Krazai, and Hinalea Two-Tone has not left either, so she is also joining them. It seems like she
She's
is
fine.
immune to your persuasions to leave.
She's immune to everything. All right.
You two can also
Kaale.
join if you would like.
Kazai. There's
Yes.
a lot going on right now. I guess my question is sort of like, we were just told that that
Hakuoa?
no moral laws have been crossed or sort of transgressed by all this killing. So I'm confused. If we got rid of Kane or stopped him somehow, it would just be everyone would be just a-okay, hunky-dory, friends again.
It would depend, Kali says. It would depend. The firewalkers have been deceived, and so they must face punishment for their...
Who decides
Fickle.
that?
They decide their punishment. Or
That-
Hakuoa would decide their punishment.
It's insane. You have a moral authority called a Triune, and they don't get a say in that at all? Crazy. All right.
They determine that someone needs... They determine that punishment is due, and then we are compelled by Hakuoa to see that punishment done.
All right. Everybody seems to disagree on what Hakuoa wants. Does anybody actually know?
Hakuoa speaks to us all. He is clear in what he wants. He wants to slumber, and so we help him slumber.
Is
The
Kane
Triune.
helping him slumber right now?
Kanye has forsaken Hakuoa. That is the root of all problems.
I feel like our logic's a little circular here, but we're gonna keep going. All right.
Nemea's gonna chime in. She's gonna be like, "What? We heard that there can be a chosen of Hakuoa."
Hakuoa is free to choose amongst his children.
How do we know when one is chosen?
Hakuoa is not subtle. Hakuoa will tell us when one is chosen. The earth will shake, lava will rain from the sky, and we will rejoice for Hakuoa's chosen.
Okay.
Okay. So,
No, deep thoughts, deep thoughts.
if the firewalkers are sufficiently punished for forsaking Hakuoa, then
Or
everything's
being
fine.
deceived.
Same. Then everything's fine, and y'all all be happy on this island again.
Hakuoa
Happy.
will be happy on this island.
Yes, Hakuoa will be happy on the island.
And if we
He
want to
doesn't seem
talk,
that upset at the moment.
He slumbers yet. That is true.
Because they're making sacrifices, Aeneas. If they stopped killing people, bad things would happen, apparently.
Well, I mean, just the other people would keep doing it as well.
if we want to talk to Hakuoa, can we?
They don't even talk to Hakuoa.
Hakuoa talks to everyone, and I
You
feel
are
like
free to talk to
Not true,
Hakuoa.
Elegy.
If Hakuoa were to speak to you, that is up to Hakuoa.
how would an outsider go about speaking to Hakuoa?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Would the Triune have an idea?
Possibly.
Okay,
Well,
They
you know,
are the closest to Hakuoa.
great.
that
And how
smoky
far
one
away
over
are they?
there-
They are... It's not far. Like maybe casual... They're at the base of the mountain. So like,
Casual base of the mountain. Got it.
yeah.
They're on the way.
They're on the way, and we can stop some 4 lizard assassins if we need to.
You're asking about Smokey. I assume you meaning Isala.
Old Smoky.
Yeah. Old Smokey over there.
Isala, she is dangerous.
Yeah, well, she was saying that Kane's not going to be able to complete his ritual either way. So, like, you don't even have to worry about it.
The ritual is a problem, but Kane is also a problem in and of himself. If he completes his ritual, we are all surely... If he completes his ritual, he may have completely forsaken Hakuroa and demand that we all do, and then Hakuroa will be without sacrifice and will awaken, and we do not want that.
When did Hakuroa awaken last?
When the sea god attacked,
When was that?
many years ago,
How many?
a long time ago, before the humans came.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys. I think we need to talk to Hakuroa ourselves.
Nemea, I
And
don't
also-
think that he's real.
You don't think he's... What about... I mean, there's something... Versi told me there's something in this mountain.
What do you mean?
It has no voice, so it searches for one. She gave me a prophecy. We said no future, but this is kind of sort of future.
Everyone was
You
off.
did
the
ask
book.
for it.
I did ask for it. I stepped right into it. She was waiting to give me a prophecy. She said, "A promise weakens before it even wakes. Ever wakes. A fire thins, and waiting grows heavy. What was set in order when the oath was young now shifts and quiet lies beneath the skin of the island. Nothing has broken yet. The land listens to its own fury. It has no voice, so it searches for one. We just have to give it a voice."
It has no voice. It searches for one. Is the no voice of their fake god.
All right. Well, it looks like we have a few options. We go try to talk to this Triune. We try to talk to Hakuroa, or we just try to kill this man tonight with the other guys.
I think we just go kill him. We have, 48 days or something. Not very long. We just need to go.
No,
You
I
do
think
have
we
a point
need to talk
there.
to the Triune because they know more than obviously these folks.
We don't need to know
And-
anything. We just need to solve the
Yes,
problem,
because-
get the thing.
No, that's the thing. What's the thing we're supposed to get, Elegy?
They
Their problem
won't
is
tell
totally
us
separate
because
from the
they're
thing.
fucking sworn to not tell anybody about it.
What?
All right. Do we have time to talk to the Triune before this assassination attempt?
No.
Yeah, it's a one or the other. Great. All right, I guess we're all gonna have to just roll for it. And Nemea like pulls out her cup of dye.
When we were talking to Kaale, she was like, if you solve this problem, we'll give you a thing. I said, what thing? And she said, I cannot tell you. That is not
The
my
triune,
truth.
it's the Triune's truth.
So we go see them after.
When they hate us and they decide we need punishment, and it could be anything from personal sacrifice to exile from the island.
I don't know. Otherwise,
Yeah,
these
you
people are
don't
going to
know.
go run up this mountain and go die.
I mean, well, you could convince them to not do that. I didn't tell them to run up the island.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't tell them to run up either. I just
You
wanted to
really
know.
hyped him up.
He doesn't know that, Logan.
Or we just take all the lizards on our boat and say, bye. Because apparently that's a third secret option.
Secret option. I mean, I guess.
Fourth secret option, we don't involve ourselves in a lizard.
Fourth
civil war.
secret option, we actually give the chief, one of the dead chiefs, one person dies, the whole problem solved, we don't break the thing, problem averted.
I would like to
relies
talk to
on
Miss
a lot of things
Two-Tone.
you don't.
I
we
would
don't
like
know
to talk
about.
to Miss Two-Tone.
She's sitting between the two chieftains,
Yeah.
sort of facing you, and just sort of calmly taking in this entire conversation.
Yeah, I feel like she's heard a lot of disparate. She has her ears on everybody's different sides of the argument, and I want to know what her insight. Like, I'll maybe try and draw her away from the chiefs, so like we can just talk to her on her own. I'll be like, oh, can you show me this thing over here? And take her away, and I'll be like, Miss Two-Tone, it seems like everybody here has a lot of very different opinions. But you seem calm and centered amongst it all. How do you do it? What do you think should be done?
So she is very diplomatic, and her innate response is going to just sort of be to deflect and sort of turn it around back onto you. You can try to persuade her to get her to open up, but it's going to be very difficult. I'll just outright tell you the DC is going to be 23.
Okay.
You can do that.
Yeah. I mean, I will. Everybody has been liking Thyloros. I will be letting Thyloros like pull out his little snoot and like maybe be feeding him some cheese and like giving her something interesting to look at and like give her some cheese, like share cheese.
I will tell you, if you fail this roll, you will lose Hinalea as a resource. Like, she will not.
I knew she was important, but I did not know that she was this crux of a decision. Okay. You said DC 23.
Your persuasion bonus is not incredibly high.
It's not incredibly high, Abby. Thank you. All right, sir.
You can
Is
have
there
advantage because of the Thyloros
Okay.
angle.
Is there an okay? If I have advantage, I feel better about it. And I think Nemea, this is honestly, she's noticed that Hinalea Two-Tone, she has the most experience of like disparate groups. She's from two different groups. She's been at the center of it all, and I feel like she must have some good wisdom to share of like what's BS, because we don't know what's BS and what's not. Like, we have no idea, and she would be super helpful in that. So I'm just going to be like, please, Miss Two-Tone, it would be such a great help. It's just going to be like a battle of like deflection. Like, oh no, you. Oh no, you. Oh, but you're so great. Oh no, but you're so great. And, Nemea will just like, oh, but you just, the way you handled everybody in the caves when they were all fighting, that was just, I can't do that. That's something only you can do.
You really seem like you hold your whole group together.
Oof. Oh, I didn't roll with advantage. So I'll do another roll.
Wow.
Whoa!
Nice.
I will sing Artha on this. We already thought about it.
The only thing left is a 20.
That's crazy.
So we're going to.
That's big Connor energy.
That is
It
big
is.
Connor. Connor, get out of here.
Come on, get.
Go on, get. Nemea's gonna see that this like ping ponging of like deflection is not working.
She's good. She's really good.
So she's gonna up the ante and she's gonna be like, oh, Hinalea, this is how we can save everybody. And, if you just give us the right direction, we can come in and lead everybody there. We just need to know what's true. And you are the best person to know that. All right. Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Nope.
Third one.
Should I go full? Should I go full, Artha? Probably. Let's do it.
I don't think it's worth it, but
Let's do it. And then I'm gonna be like, look.
She's
Hinalea,
better than you've ever imagined.
She's better,
You
and I'm
tried to make an
gonna
argument, and suddenly you're talking about your own problems again.
Yeah,
and you're like,
I think this is me gonna be like, look, I'm at my wit's end, Hinalea. Everybody here is fighting. Nobody knows what to do, and I just need Somebody to point me in I'm a doer, Hinalea. I need to know what to do, but there are too many options. There are too many voices. Help me, and I'm gonna appeal to help me right now, you soothing person.
Wow.
24!
The personal appeal is what it
The
takes. You have to get on your knees and beg her to not give you the answer. You need to help me emotionally right now. I'm battling with myself.
Know
Tell
what
me
to do.
what to do. And you see, she sort of takes this pity on you, and she sort of grasps your hand, and she says,
It's so stressful, Hinalea. This is not like the Amazons.
Shh, 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 shh. You have many paths forward. They pull you in different directions. You cannot make a wrong choice. All of our choices are imperfect. Some of us will not survive, and that is just the truth of it. You can do what you think best. I see some options forward. Most revolve around scaling the mountain. In order to do so, it would be best if we had spoke to the Triune and got permission. If you were seen on the mountain without permission, that would result in the most death of us. That is an outcome I wish to avoid, and so that is my preferred step forward. Additionally, while you are there, you can implore them to offer the reward that Kaale has told you earlier. Normally, there must be some consensus amongst the chiefs to bestow this. For us, currently, we have a majority of the chiefs vouching for you, because Kane has conveniently eliminated that down to where he is no longer in the majority.
Great. I assume everybody is just watching me beg her in the room and here's all this devolution.
I don't believe either Raski's plan or Raka'a's plan to be the best path forward. Raka'a is rash, and he will likely die tonight because of his own choice. But that is what Hakuroa calls to him. Raski grows old, and he wishes to explore. He always has. I fear he's using this as a path to do his own exploration in a way that comforts him. I would not abandon Kupua'ahai, and many others would not as well. This is our home. I would rather die in the caldera than depart.
Thank you, Hinalea. Oh, I feel so much better.
Whatever you choose, I see that you are choosing well, and I will support you. That should offer some sway amongst our disparate forces.
Thank you. Thank you, Hinalea. I knew that I give her some cheese.
She says, here, take this. It should be some comfort.
She's
She
lactose
puts
intolerant.
a shell into your hand.
Ooh, a shell. What does it, Hinalea, what does
give-
it do?
Sarah, more things.
Give me all the, how did you
What
know
does
I
it
love
do?
things?
It protects a sea creature.
Ah, you're right, that is what it does. Great.
I'll
Is
make
it-
it look very nice. I found it this
small,
morning.
Nemea, and then you
I
can get protected.
love things. And just put it in my bag. Thank you. All right, I will go speak to the group. Thank you, Hinalea.
Go wisely.
Great. Nemea's wiping tears off her face. Whew. All right. Well, it seems like the Triune is maybe the best bet. We can stop those brash ones. I can booby trap the trail up and catch them if we really want. Or we let them go.
I mean, I say we try, but they seem to have made up their minds.
Yes, Nemea's like, don't worry about it. I will think of something to do. I assume we'll have time after we talk to the Triune. It'll be like nighttime and we can figure something out.
Muted.
The
Braga
god
is
that.
probably going now. Like when you
Oh,
left them,
now.
they looked like they were
All right,
headed
well
out.
then
That's
they're
fine,
headed
they're
out.
gone.
That's fine. They're gone. All right, let them go. All right.
Nelea nods. That's your decisive action.
Yeah, thanks. Henelea, how do we go to the Triune?
I can guide you there. It
Okay,
is at the base of the mountain.
great. We'd love to get some more answers.
So, you tell that to Kaale and Krazai?
Yes,
Yeah.
And we're gonna say we're going to the Triune.
Kaale says, I think that is wise. That is the most straightforward path early and results in the least bloodshed, which I appreciate. And then Kazai says, whatever you have chosen is probably the wisest choice, and I support you.
I love this affirmative words of affirmation. This is great. And then she's like, "We'll go," and but let anybody know who wants if they want to join the ship crew. If they do not want to stay, they can do that. She's gonna like ask the chieftains to pass that along. Like, we're gonna go talk to the Triune, but like if anybody wants to leave on our ship, they can.
Should we begin to prepare for anything for when you return?
No? Prepare not to get killed by Connie while we're away? I don't know.
Prepare for anything.
Of
Prepare
course.
for chickens?
We will prepare for chickens while you depart. And they go and they're trying to start to get people back into the council to sort of wrap up that meeting. You all have already made your decision, so you're no longer needed at that. It seems like they're just going to be tying up loose ends for you. Braka does not return.
Love it.
So you guys gather outside of one of the halls, and Hinalea is sort of waiting a little ways for you. Are you anything else you do before you head out?
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
Okay, you guys head on over. As you're going, Kyra is now joining you all, and she says, wow, that was like the biggest waste of time I've ever experienced.
Kyra, I just cried about it. Yes.
I don't think that I've ever seen anything not make a decision quite as much as this was what was happening. Not you all, don't get me wrong. You guys did great. But
Were they always like this, Kyra? You were here before.
no, I don't like what I see anymore.
Well, we'll find out more. We talk to the Triune.
I mean,
Yeah,
Connie seems very decisive.
They're probably going to be yapping. I mean, we might as well just call up
Kyra-
Sidon and be like, okay, we're busy for the next 50 days, so you just do what you want.
Kyra, we'll cut them off if it takes too long. How about that?
Oh, good luck. Let's
Kyra,
just get off this island as fast as we can.
Why
She,
are you in
marches
such a
off towards
bad mood?
Hinalea.
No, come back.
You call after
No!
her?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
It has to be a 23 for you to succeed, or Kyra will never help you ever again.
Yeah, or Kyra leaves the party.
I love to roll nat 20s for
23.
Kyra.
Uh-oh, unfortunately it's not in that 23.
Wow.
Kyra marches back. But okay, so you call after her. What do you ask?
So why are you in such a bad mood?
She comes back and she says, I thought that this was going to be fun. I thought I would meet my friends again, but they're gone.
What friends?
And all of my friend that lived on this island that I lived with,
Who?
they were a long time ago. I told you this.
Why would they be here then?
No, I thought that maybe I just imagined it being a better time.
Okay.
And there's just a lot more problems on this island than I thought. I honestly thought it was going to be a little bit of a mini vacation. Like we were going to lay on the beach and like have a little wine or something. But that
We would
certainly
never
does
waste time
not
doing that.
seem like what the path is right now. So I just a little bit of a sour mood. I just thought that it was going to be a little different. But it sounds like we have a good plan now, so we can just
Kyra, who is
Go do that.
Hakuoa? Do you know about that?
no. That certainly is not anything I am aware of.
This is what I'm telling you, Nemea. Their gods is fake because when Kyra was here before, it wasn't real, and they say all of this stuff happened before the humans got here, but they weren't even here before the humans got here, according to Kyra.
Yes, Kai. Or is this a
Kai.
Joey?
Guys,
Kai?
yeah,
Yep.
Kai, eyes are just like bloodshot red because he's been smoking with all those people before he rejoined the party. He was not a part of the indecisiveness. He's just going with the flow now. But
Wow.
no, because I couldn't contribute. But Kai is going to just ask if a dragon flew 400 years ago after you last were here, but before this mythology started. If a dragon flew into the mountain and went into the lava, would it still be alive?
I don't
It's a dragon.
know.
What if it's a dragon?
I mean, I would say most dragons cannot live in lava.
Okay. Is that
Also,
true?
dragon is not the god Kai. That's really silly.
Okay.
Is that true? I mean, well, one. She's like counting on her hands. Yeah, all of the dragons I know cannot live in a volcano.
How many do you know?
5.
Me.
One.
What one dragon? The Loras?
That green. No. Oh, two, I guess. She like grabs Dolores' cheek. You might live in a volcano. We don't know yet. We could toss you in there when we get up there and see. Just kidding. Haha. And she like.
Thylea
puts him
is
on
like.
the nose. And then there's that green one that's been following Kai.
There's also
If we
the
take
one that
Hex-
flew over our boat.
Oh, miscount. Actually, okay. Now that you think about it, now,
And
there's
the
actually
one-
quite a bit more than I misremembered just
Yeah.
originally. Okay,
Like,
we're
there's
up
a
at
stable
least
full of
7.
them in Mitros.
Yeah, 7.
Okay, 7.
mhm.
But actually, 3 of them could live in lava.
That's what I thought. Uh-huh.
Okay, I don't really know what you're getting at, but you have made progress somehow.
Got it.
I just think if you're going to be in a sour mood, you should just go sit on the beach and drink some wine, and we'll get you in. We
No, I
need to
will.
leave.
I have one right here. And we'll
You're
just
going to
be
turn your
happy.
mood around?
Yes,
Okay.
Wild coming from Elegy.
I know. She like goes up to. She goes, "Who's that, Elegy? I'm not familiar with this one." Anyway, give me some wine.
Kai's like, who's that? Who am I? And I'll hand his aunt some wine.
Yeah, you meet Hannah
With
Lay. She
that,
says,
We
"Are you
go,
ready
yeah.
to depart?"
Yep.
Perfect.
Aeneas, take us there, please. Save us from ourselves.
The party opens the door.
We will go to break as you guys head out. And we are back. Our loading screen tonight comes from Esther's Black Book. An entry dated 12 Dawn Age. The Gygon stronghold on the island of Yonder has been put to the sword and cleansed with flame. The strength of the Gygons is forever broken. Indeed, if any Gygon still draws breath in all of Thylea, they know that their race is ended. And they know that it is I, Esther our calendar, who was the architect of their doom. I can still hear the screaming of their children and the lamentation of their women as we drove them before us. But, being an island, they had nowhere to flee. Even now, my men celebrate their mighty victory while their blood dries on our blades. This is what it means to be alive. Tomorrow, we begin the utter destruction of all temples and shrines to Sidon on this cursed island. I hope every idol we smash is dust. Every idol we smash to dust is like a knife in his eye. Okay, now we're back.
I love that boy. He's the worst.
He gets better and better. Okay, so we are going to go back to the... Okay, so you traveled a ways. It is sort of late in the afternoon when you arrive at the foot of Hakuroa, the foot of Sleeping God, the name of the volcano that dominates this island. As you're now getting here, you can see that it is quite a perilous climb, and there's really no cover whatsoever once you start climbing. It is black glass, rock, and sort of sheer steep cliffs all the way up. There are winding paths here and there, but by and large, you are just sort of out in the open when you're climbing. Even now, you can see a couple chickens sort of circling high above, but you are left unbothered because you are still in the jungle and not really out in the open. You get close to the destination, and Hinalea says, okay, the Triune, their abode, it is called Hale Iwi Naga. It is just ahead around the turn. I will allow you to speak to them on your own. I will go no further.
You don't want to talk to him?
I think it's best if what happens is between you and them.
You still gonna be here when we get back?
I will wait if you wish.
I mean, I'm more worried about your safety. Apparently, they're just picking up sacrifices left and right around here.
I will hide.
You are blue
Thank you for
in a
noticing.
green jungle.
There are blue flowers. She like stands next to a blue flowering plant.
This is the blind man criticizing your ability.
I know, I realized 2 seconds after I said she was blue. He can see vague colors.
All right. We'll go ahead.
Perfect.
We'll let her hide.
Okay. And then anything you're doing, or you're just going around the bend to Haleiwi Naga.
On the bend.
Around the bend. Okay. So you sort of go around the bend as you begin to see sort of gentle smoke rising. There is smoke rising sort of from different spots of the island. That's not unusual. But there seems to be a focus of it that seems to be coming from this abode that is currently hidden from view. Somebody make just a general perception check.
I got it.
Oh, yeah. You often have your eyes on the sky. You also have your eyes vertical. As you're walking, you're not looking down, you're looking up. And when you look up, most of your vision is dominated by Hakuroa, the mountain. And you sort of can see it's old, but it does look like there's a big scar down the side of the mountain that leads right around the bend, and it comes all the way from the top and it comes all the way down, and it looks like there was a big, maybe like a landslide. Something happened a long time ago. There's like small like lichen and plants grown at the base of this, so it doesn't look like it happened recently, and a lot of it has been weathered, but it does look like there was some great calamity that involved the entire side of the mountain leading to right where you're about to go. You turn the corner, and what you are greeted with is a fairly humble-sized dwelling, and it is a dwelling proper. There are wooden walls that are pretty fine in their construction. A lot of it is weathered wood. It is sort of lashed rope, shell, some bone, thatch, things like that, make up a modest amount of the building. But the dominating feature, and then the thing that grabs your eye the moment you turn is that this building is inside of a giant skull, and the door is in the mouth. There are sort of smoke emanating from the eye sockets as it sort of drifts up, and you can see sort of gentle firelight coming from within. The sort of posterior part of the skull is where a lot of the building has been built up. There is sort of this reptilian snout, barred fangs, and two spiraling horns that make up just sort of this imposing skull. There's not anyone outside, and there's not really anything happening.
I
Does
cover
this,
is
I cover
Lady Naga.
Thaloros's eyes.
does the skull appear to be the same skull shape as Hexia? Because I scryed on her and saw her as dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Well, I
Knock,
guess we
knock,
just knock
knock.
on the door. Yeah.
Kai will be the face of the party. He's good at that, technically.
Yeah.
Kai will say, hello, is anyone home?
You hear some like
We're looking for 3 popes.
some gentle like drumming from inside in response to you calling out.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Are you inside?
Now you hear some like gentle shaking of it sounds like a maraca.
I push.
Kai's gonna knock on the door in the same beat.
It is now you're up here. There's an entryway, but there's not really necessarily a door. It's more of like a beaded curtain, and the beads are shell and bone and obsidian, sort of strung, and it makes it very like it's probably a couple layers thick, so you can't really see through. But you could just sort of push and go on through. That is the substance of the door.
We're coming inside. It's a very timely, pressing issue we have to discuss. I hope you have underwear on. Kai walks in.
Perfect. It's pretty. You have to crouch a little bit to get in. Not necessarily because the skull is small, but because the entryway is small. And when you enter, it is very smoky in here. There are multiple fires sort of laid out, and all of the smoke is rising up and sort of filling the top half of this room before it pours out the eye holes that you see now from the inside. For the 3 creatures you see in this room, that's not necessarily a problem because they're sitting cross-legged down on the ground and well below the smoke. But even with you crouched over, the smoke's probably here, and you're having to sort of hunch all the way over to avoid just inhaling smoke. The creatures you see before you, there are 3 of them. There is an middle-aged lizard man sitting on one end. In the very middle is a crypt keeper looking elf. This is like, or not elf, sorry, lizard. You have never seen a creature that looks so close to death, and you've literally seen Damon, who was like a skeleton. Like, this is a very old lizard. And then on the other side of the room is a shockingly young lizard, like not even full grown, sitting on a sort of making this, not a triangle, but like a half arc. And they are seated on quite fine pillows for the material that they're made. It's a lot of like thatch and, again, a pretty rudimentary ingredients. You look around, you see absolutely no metal, or really any like ornamentation that's not sort of natural. The one in the middle has a drum that they're sort of have not, their hands are resting on it, but they're not currently playing it. The man over to the right has sort of this conch shell that was presumed shaken, that instrument that you heard. And the third one, hands are behind their back. They are sort of scowling, and they do not seem happy, is your initial impression of them. But they don't kick you out when you walk in.
Kai will like genuflect, so get on like one knee, so maybe hopefully below the line of smoke, Maybe both as a practical matter, but also as a display of reverence. He knows what religious people want. And
Make
he
a performance check to set the stage for this encounter.
got it. You have got it. 22.
Yeah, very good. You do it in a way that doesn't look like you're shunning the smoke, but it is in a way that looks like you're respecting it. You're just not going to breathe it in.
Yeah. Your
You see the sort of
Most-
older gentleman nods at your display. The other two, unreadable at the moment. Everyone else, I assume, follows in shortly.
Oh, victorious vicars, powerful potates, we come seeking your permission to ascend the mountain. Your people are in danger. Time is of the essence.
The far left one, the man, says, "You come to us telling us of our doom." And the middle one, the crypt keeper one, says, "What did you say at the beginning? You said something at the beginning that I wanted to respond to. I don't
Victorious
remember."
victors, powerful potates,
And then right after that.
we come for your seeking permission to ascend the mountain. Your people
Oh,
are
yes,
in danger.
okay.
Time
The
is
one
of
in
the
the middle
essence.
says, "Outsiders are forbidden from Hakuroa. It is as it is as it has been, and it is as it shall be."
Okay. We'll leave, and your people will die. Is that what should be? Is that how it has been and will be?
Our people are strong. Our people will survive this. It is not your place to impose upon us your desires.
Your civic leaders asked us to come here. So it's not really us imposing.
The
Two of the three chiefs endorse our request.
The man over on the left says, "Kaale and Kwazai are quite wise. We should listen to what they have to say. If they have sent these individuals to us, we should heed them."
the one in the middle says,
We can hear them out. Thank you, Wisdom.
Thank you, Brother Wisdom. Yeah. Kai will explain the situation that we don't need to belabor again.
yeah, but you catch him up to speed, and the one in the middle goes,
Is that it? You have come to us to relay a message? Why waste our time?
And request permission to ascend.
I have told you, no one can ascend. No outsiders ascend Hakuroa.
Even in times of need?
Times of need are not for you to decide. We have survived for long, and we shall survive for now.
Again, it's not us deciding. It's the two chiefs who see this as the best way forward.
Wisdom on the side.
Surely Kaale and Kazai have asked you to request of us something that would not have asked you to request of us something that they did not see as possible. Please tell us exactly what they asked of you.
Believe they wanted us to sacrifice Kane.
Ha! The middle one goes, That's a bold plan. If only they hadn't thought of that at least 4 times before.
Well, we're not them, so maybe that changes the equation.
Let's say you climb the mountain. What do you intend to do when you go to Krai Sky, when you go into our sacred city at the summit of Hakuroa? First outsiders in centuries. What do you plan to do?
We help a bunch of Reds bring honor to themselves by sacrificing themselves. That's what we probably will do. Isn't that honorable?
Make a religion check.
Side note: Is Kyra still here?
Kyra's like lingering at the door.
Dirty 20.
20. Yeah, you seem to say it in a way that like you repeat sort of what Isala specifically had said about people sacrificing themselves being honorable. And that gets a nod from Wisdom. Go ahead, start in 8 o'clock and check 1.
Aeneas will be like, you seem to have a lot of opinions, Venerable One. He's talking to the oldest, of course. But yet I am curious what the third, who has not spoken, has to say.
The one on the far right, the young one, sort of like biting their lip, and then you address them directly, and they go,
I think that you should be granted passage to the mountain, and you should...
and they say, and I think that you should, and then the far one, Wisdom, goes,
Growth, I think that would not be wise to speak so freely to our guests.
and then Growth, the one on the far right, the young one goes,
I see. Thank you, Wisdom.
I think that you should be allowed to summit the mountain. And then she finishes her sentence.
Well, we appreciate the vote of confidence.
It is not necessarily a vote of
Sometimes
confidence in
secrets
you.
are not the most wise choice, Wisdom.
Wisdom goes,
But if everyone knew everything, then everyone would be as wise as everyone else, and then there would be no one to guide us. Wouldn't that be the case?
Isn't the joy of wisdom to share it?
Exactly. And we share with you what you need to know.
the middle one goes,
That is true. Maybe we should share more wisdom.
Wisdom goes, thank you, Courage. I will take that into consideration. I will be challenged and share a little more of my truth with you. You are the first outsiders here in some time. We are nervous with your being here. This might be a remembrance of the time when humans first arrived, and now humans arrive here again. And this is quite nerve-wracking for us. I hope you understand.
Not all humans.
You humans,
Okay.
you are not lizards.
Thus human. Yeah, it's a very distinct classification system, so I can appreciate that.
So, to make it clear, the man is Wisdom, the crypt keeper in the middle is Courage, and the young girl is Growth.
Yes.
Nemea will be like, does Hakuoa have say over this whole island? Surely Hakuoa is all powerful. We've heard so much about them.
Wisdom says,
Hakuroa is all powerful. Hakuroa slumbers. And so we are to see Hakuroa's will completed while Hakuroa slumbers. Hakuroa does not wish to wake.
Courage in the middle says,
None of us wish to see Hakuroa wake. None of us would be up to facing Hakuroa's wrath.
Does Hakuoa still take care of the island while Hakuoa slumbers?
Wisdom says,
Of course Hakuroa protects us. We have no need of Hakuroa's protection at the moment. We are strong. Hakuroa is stronger.
If Hakuo let us land here, then maybe it was Hakuo's idea we come.
Just make a straight intelligence check.
Sure.
Sort of logic that back onto wisdom.
Yep.
Wow.
21.
Very good.
Wisdom? Not. Mark another one on that clock.
I will.
I forgot you have that. So that circlet of intelligence, don't you?
Yep.
She's smarter than she looks.
It's all up here, y'all.
She's not pointing to her brain. She's pointing to her circlet.
Yep.
So
It's
that's
right
so
here.
funny.
Ding ding.
So Kai is noticing every time we ask a question and information is being relayed, wisdom is the one talking. Growth is a small child. Courage, however, seems to be acting cowardice. Like, we don't want to wake this god. Like, things are stressful right now. We can't send foreigners. Like, foreigners are here. We're disturbed. Can Kai roll insight to see what Courage's motivation is?
Yes, you can. Oh,
I'll use one of my resources. I have so many.
Wait. Do you want me to roll this for you?
Well, so
So you
as in I
don't.
won't know.
Yeah. So then the information you get will be what Kai has. But do you think that would help you in this moment get into Kai?
I mean, yeah, sure. Why not?
What's your
let's do it.
bonus? 2?
Yeah, 2.
Okay. Courage is... You're right. Courage has been speaking cowardice. You're... Now thinking about it, you don't think Courage has said anything courageous since you've got here. It seems to just be antagonistic and a little bit cowardice. So Wisdom has had some wisdom. Growth, you haven't heard anything from. But Courage is really not living up to their name. That is correct.
Kai will bow his head a little bit deeper and he'll point this out. He'll be like, wisdom, you are wise. Growth, obviously, you have much to grow into. But why is a coward sitting between you two?
Very good. Go ahead and start a 4 clock and mark 1. And that is for failure.
Funny.
Or sort of...
So it went well. I rolled
Faux
really
pas.
high.
Yeah.
Aeneas will sort of elbow Kai.
Well,
and shove his face into the floor.
What does Courage respond? How does Courage respond to me calling him a little bitch boy?
Courage says, "You are unfamiliar with our customs. You do not understand us or our courage. I speak for courage, and so it is what I say is courageous. That is how it is."
Growth, on the other side,
Yeah.
says,
Maybe you should, she's sort of simmering. She says, maybe you could say something not just courageous then. Maybe you could say something helpful. That would be growth.
and then
Courage in the middle says, thank you, growth. I will say something helpful then. And she says, you all are quite powerful, and you may be able to help us. Is that sufficient?
And then Growth goes over and says, that was helpful. Thank you. Wisdom says,
We are making such good progress.
Great progress. Aeneas will kind of turn back to Growth and say, growth, of course, is the most important tenet for all life. There is no life without growth. And yet, I would say that it feels like the lizard folk have become stagnant. Is it not growth to allow change? To allow new things to happen? To allow newcomers to visit and become the agent of change within your island?
Make a history check to sort of reference their history that you are aware of and sort of use that as evidence of stagnation.
I would absolutely hate to. Oh my gosh. I will use I'll use an Artha on that. Now that's a
Big
Connor
Connor
situation.
energy.
Big Connor energy, if there ever was. Yeah, sure.
You're going to leave that?
Yeah, what's there to do?
Before Growth can even respond, you see that they are about to engage with you. Courage sort of cuts them off and says, "Our people are not stagnant. We are rooted in a strong tradition, and that is what keeps us going forward every day in the face of danger of Hakuwa awakening." And Wisdom and Growth sort of nod to that. Go ahead, mark another one on the 4 o'clock.
Very
Joey.
wise.
Huh? Guy's still on one. He'll be like, courage is acting in times when you're afraid. Fear seems to motivate this Triune. We should be courageous together. Are we just like debating these people? Is that what's happening?
You sort of, they're sizing you up, you're sizing them up, and you're trying, the 8 o'clock is to get to a point where you can plausibly make requests of them. Because it seems at the moment that they range from outright hostile to not really working with you to one of them sort of seemed like they wanted to work with you.
Yeah, let me pull it back. So Aeneas like scrunched Kai's face down further. Aeneas will flip his hair up, dazzle, sparkle, sparkle. He'll look at each of them with a cute little smile, and he'll say, "It makes sense that you are fearful for your people, for your customs. Change is in the air. Newcomers have arrived for the first time in many years. There's this threat of violence among your people, but your tribes are calling for aid. We are that aid. Be courageous in a time of fear."
Make a persuasion check.
Do I get a little bump for doing it better this time?
Nope.
Okay. 26.
Very good. Okay, go ahead and mark 2 on your 8 o'clock. As you sort of call out Courage by name, essentially. And
Call him in.
Yeah.
Not out.
And before Courage can respond this time, Growth chimes up and says, "We do seem to be in a place where we are not moving forward, and I would challenge all of us to move forward. Courage, what do you say to that?" And Courage goes, "We are acting in a place of fear. You are correct. That is only where you can have courage. You cannot have courage and safety. We are the people of Hakuroa, and we live in fear of Hakuroa. Right now, we live in fear of new things, such as outsiders." And then Growth chimes in and says, "New things are not necessarily bad, Courage. Sometimes new things are required to propel us forward." And then Courage goes, "Yes, but sometimes new things must be approached cautiously." And then Growth says, "Yes, but approaching them is what we must do." And then Courage chimes back and says, "Regardless, we are faced with new things and old things being Kane and Haikan, new things being these ones. We are facing them in due time, and we are facing them head on." But she sort of is getting attacked from both sides now, and it seems like she's getting a little bit not flustered, but like her antagonism is breaking.
Her
I think
resolve is
Nemea is
softening.
gonna ask. She's gonna be like, you know, we have heard that you were not always residents of Hakuoa. Is that true?
Wisdom says, that is true. We are
And
not
once-
from Kupuahai. We have come here and we are living in eternal punishment here.
So, at one point, you were new to Kupuahai. And you were new to Hakuoa. And Hakuoa took you in. So, too, we might be new in the same way you once were.
Make a history check as you reference their history.
Reference history.
and
That's my
turn
advice.
it back on
I'm
them.
never referencing history again.
I would love to.
It's all in that circlet.
It's all right here. 19.
Very good. Yeah. You reference their history and you see that they were newcomers at a certain point. And Growth says, and look where we came from that. We grew to become the people of Hakuroa. We were not from Kupuahai, as she speaks. And so maybe these outsiders are not of Hakuroa, not of Kupuahai. They can grow to help us. Maybe they can stay here and teach us their ways. And then Wisdom says, new ways are an important step forward whenever you are to take a step. Thank you, Growth, for that wise take. Go ahead and mark a success on your 8 clock. Elegy, what are you doing? You've been
Elegy-
quiet.
Hates riddles. And this is like the biggest riddle of all time. She does not like it. But I think she's trying to listen. And if I can make an insight check to see where, like, I want to know where they get the most riled with each other.
Okay. Yeah. Make an insight check.
Oh.
So when you walked in, based off of Growth's demeanor when you walked in, there was likely an argument that was happening before you got here. You're gonna gotta mute yourself.
Joey.
We're about to have an
That was
argument in here.
He's gonna have to be sacrificed to the caldera.
Push him in.
This is justice. I accept.
There was an argument right before you walked in. That was not resolved when you walked in.
Okay.
They seem to be most riled up when one of them is so far in their own lane that they step on someone else's lane. And that sort of gives another one an opportunity to interject. It seems like they generally try to respect each other's positions unless they're given an opening that they can then insert themselves in.
They're all just self-obsessed narcissists.
Can you give us an example of how that happened?
Like
I'd like a sentence. Please use it in a sentence.
like when Courage was just talking about new things in a negative way, and then said something about new, and that gave Growth an opportunity to say it and say new things are not inherently bad. And then what was another example? Back at the beginning, one of them said something that was a little, not prejudiced, but it certainly was not coming from a place of wisdom, and that let Wisdom chime in and challenge them, and then they had to say something wise. Growth did that and made Courage say something helpful.
Did we mark off a clock for Abby's roll?
Yes.
All right, we only got 2 left, guys. Did you want to do anything with that, Abby, or you just wanted to know?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
What? What are we doing?
I have an idea, but I didn't know if Abby needed time.
No, you go do your idea.
Okay. Nemea will be like, she'll basically be like, okay, they need a resume of like how we've helped before. Like they need proof of concept, right? So Nemea will begin to tell them like of all of our deeds and like how we have gone from place to place and helped different people. Like, and she'll tell the tale of like the Amazons and how
What
they
specifically do you say when you say we help the Amazon? What did you do for the Amazon?
we restored their rightful ruler and freed them from the influence of Lutheria. You know, the
Whisperer.
They don't know who
evil
Lutheria
whisper.
is.
I know, yeah, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Lutheria, who you call the Whisperer. She had
They chime
invaded.
up on that.
Okay,
They respond positively to that.
yeah.
Courage
So
sort of gasps when you say that you confronted the Whisperer.
yes, and I'm
More
gonna
like she
basically.
confronts us.
I'm gonna say we do battle with the Whisperer, right? You know, and I'll just kind of weave it into how like we are constantly in this like battle against the Whisperer and
And we do battle, and we
Hycon.
don't die.
And Haikon, you say?
and Hycon, yeah, we'll say, you know, we have traveled the land battling against the Whisperer and Hycon to, you know, let people live their lives in safety, essentially.
Okay.
And I'll like recount the tale. I'll like make it performative, I guess, is the
Yeah. I
idea.
was going to say, make a performance check to sort of like
Mhm.
boast productively.
Yeah, like I want to take them there and like feel it, envision it for themselves, what that could feel like. And then we leave and we let people do what they need to do. We come in, we do a little Mary Poppins magic, and then we go. 26?
Very
Is that
good.
2?
That is 2.
We got it!
Very good. So you say that you confront the Whisperer very often, and Wisdom goes, "Oh, that is unwise. You should not interact with the Whisperer at all. Nothing good can come of that." But you say that you best the Whisperer and you stay alive after confronting the Whisperer, and Courage sort of gasps and says, "That must take immense courage to confront the Whisperer." And then you talk about how you confront Haikon. And that is when growth pops off. You sort of, you don't really even get to finish your story because growth just gets on a soapbox. She literally stands up and turns to the other two and says, "You see, they battle Haikon and they are successful. We sit here and don't battle Haikon and we let him take our artifacts and give us debris back. We are just going to let him do that under our holy volcano, walk around strutting about with Kane, who is defiling everything, and do nothing about it. And yet these people come here and they battle Haikon, and you're not going to let them up the mountain?" And then Wisdom, and then just sort of like looms over them, and Wisdom goes, "I see the wisdom in your position, Growth." And then Courage is just like eyes down. And Growth goes, "Anything to say, Courage? Or are you going to be fearful and not courageous this time?" And then Courage goes, "The most difficult path forward would be to let the outsiders up the mountain and to confront Kane and his heresy. That would be the most difficult, and we should be courageous in that path." And Growth goes, "Very good." And then she sits down. And now she goes, the other two are not speaking. And she goes, "Now speak. Why have you really come here?"
Well, we don't really know. We've got to find a lot of stuff to help us defeat Haikon and the Whisperer, and we think something we need to find is here on this island, and maybe one of your chieftains, Kale, told us about an artifact that we think could be helpful in our quest.
Wisdom goes,
Kale said you had to tell us
Kaale,
about it.
Kaale is unable to offer that by herself.
That's what she said.
Yeah,
She
did
is
say
wise.
that. There's just a lot of wisdom going around.
he says, Wisdom continues,
I know the artifact of which Kaale speaks. If we were to dole it out based off of the whims of one chieftain, it would have been doled out many, many times. We cannot give it out based off of one chieftain's desires. That is wise, and that is what we do.
I mean, I think Krizai agreed with it, but
okay. He says,
If Krazai and Kaale are in agreement with this, two chieftains have never agreed on the fate of the artifact of which you speak and do not know.
and then then Growth
these
goes,
are desperate
This is a
times.
new development. I think do you have proof?
Nemea's like, I have a shell.
What's her name?
Hinalea.
Hinale.
She is
Hinalea.
hidden outside of earshot.
Hinalea.
She does not come back in.
Our proof is that they told us to come see you in the first place. They wouldn't have told us about this option if they didn't want us to come here.
Make a
And they didn't
persuasion
believe
check.
in us. I would hate to.
You say things to persuade people.
This is why I don't talk, Sean.
What other role would you want to do in this situation? Nature?
Does
No.
anybody want to help me?
I can help you.
Yeah. Okay, so you can have advantage.
12.
I'm going to use a cosmic omen.
Ooh.
Ooh, a little show that could be helpful too.
Yeah. Yeah.
16?
Yes. 16 total.
Very good. I mean, you state that as a fact, and Wisdom goes, Indeed. Okay. Well, if it is the desire of two chieftains, then we can bestow this honor to you.
Please
Growth.
do.
Growth, on the other side, goes, We will bestow this honor to you, but you must know the history of the honor you are receiving. It used to be great, and recently has become less great. And she says those words, and she sort of bites them off. We had many great artifacts, and our steward of them, conveniently Kane, has done something to them that was unforeseen, and before we knew it, we were unable to react. He has offered them to Haikon. In total, what is worse is Haikon did not even take them all. He gave one back and said it was not worth his time. And that is the greatest shame that Kane has brought on our people. And that is why we must cast Haikon off of this island. If you are to undo this injustice, make Kane pay for giving away our treasures, you can be the keeper of them.
Mm-hmm.
Them being the one treasure that wasn't
The
taken
one
back.
treasure that
The
is
one
not
treasure. The one
Yeah.
treasure left.
It's an unnecessary plural. If it is the Triune's decree, then we will make sure that Kane receives an appropriate punishment.
I'm gonna say this seems like an oath.
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, big oath time.
So what is the exact wording of your oath to them, Aeneas?
Aeneas will ensure Kane receives punishment for his transgressions.
And they say that if you vacate the office currently held by Kane, which which is for life, so Kane will have to die for that office to be vacated.
Okay, now they've got all the details coming out.
Then they will give you the office of Keeper of the Eggs.
Oh, look at that.
You're gonna have to
I don't
introduce
want
yourself
that.
like that. I am Aeneas, keeper of the eggs. Get yoked,
Fine, I'll
bro.
keep your eggs.
Egg.
One
Gross
egg?
says.
You've only got one egg?
That is what
The
this is
treasure.
he says. This
treasure.
is the treasures. Icon has taken them all and given us one. Not given, refused to take in total.
This better be a really good egg.
It is the treasures of our people.
He's
Wisdom
just,
says.
yeah. Nemea's like, he's just so excited.
So you swear this oath. It settles down onto you. You feel the weight of it. And Courage is the one that then says, I have spoken of the difficult path forward. There is a second difficult path on this island. The one up Hakuroa itself. The peak is formidable. I cannot, or she speaks for all of them, we cannot grant you safe passage up Hakuroa, but we will allow you to summit the peak.
Do you have any suggestions for how to get out? You must have noticed things living so close as you do.
They don't. They say we just walk up the mountain, so try that.
Do we get the sense that they're saying we can't grant you safe passage because you're humans? It's gonna be harder for you, whereas I'm
They
a
don't
lizard.
control Kane. So like they can't control anything that Kane does to stop you from climbing the mountain.
Yeah, got it. Okay, so they're just like, we can't protect you from Kane, not
Yeah,
the
we
like
can't
the
protect you from Kane.
physicality of climbing the mountain is hard. That's what I thought
Correct.
they were saying. Okay, got it. That's fine. Side note, Nemea would like to ask before they go about the dragon skull that is currently in front of the hut that we're in.
It is
It
most
is
of the
the
hut.
hut.
You look up
It
and you
is
see
the
the
hut,
eyes.
yeah, like the hut dragon skull structure.
Correct.
She'd be like, if I may ask, I am very curious about the creature who gave its bones to you. And she'll like point to
The creature who gave its bones to you. This creature did not give its bones. Hakuroa gave us these bones.
when did this creature die? Was it hurting the island? Was it part of the island? I know dragons.
It has
And-
been here as long as we have. Well, that's not true. It has been here a long time.
Great.
Yikes.
Longer than their memory, living memory is what I'm assuming.
Correct.
Is it
They
possible
don't have
to
like a yeah.
assess
Go ahead.
how old this skeleton
Make a
is?
medicine check.
21.
It is very old. It's not a fossil, so it's not like it's like an ancient, like millennia old artifact. But you'd take a look at it, and you'd hazard probably, probably more than 500 years, like a while, but not like thousands and thousands of years. Like there's no organic matter left.
Less
on
than
it at all.
2,000.
Less than 1,000?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like Nemea will be like, at Thylea, she'll see if Thylea will stick out his little snoot if he feels safe.
He's a little scared of the big skeleton.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep him in there, but I'll be like, if you may grant me a small piece of this shelter, I would like to look into the past of this dragon. I am walking a similar path with such creatures.
Ooh, make a persuasion check with advantage.
I would love to.
And you're asking for like a small, just like any
Like a
small
two,
piece. Okay.
yeah, like any broken bit of like, I'm
Yeah.
assuming it's cracked. Like I'm not damaging it. I'm just like taking a loose chip or something.
Yeah.
18.
18. Yeah, that is I mean, there's pieces of it on the ground. Like it's not like
Yeah.
clean, and you just sort of like hold up one, and that will allow
They're
you
like,
to take
sure,
it.
kid, knock yourself
Yeah,
out.
clean up the place, I guess.
Great.
You get the
like
idea. They don't really hold the skull in like reverence.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
not like a holy artifact for them.
Yeah. They're just like, of course we gotta live inside a skull. That's epic.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And Hakuro gave it to us, so we're gonna live in it.
Yeah. Got it. Great. Okay. I mean, I think that was all that Nemea had to ask.
Aeneas will ask that. He'll be like, you may not be able to protect us from Kane, but is there a symbol reflecting your blessing for our ascent that we can carry with us in case there are others who do not believe?
Wisdom goes, if you speak our blessing, none will doubt you. It would be a grave mistake to doubt the wisdom of the Triune. But if you require a physical representation, they gesture to the piece of skull that Nemea has taken, and it's just like, that should be sufficient. That will prove you have come and spoke to us. And if we did not allow you to go, you would not be departing with such an artifact. A piece of our abode.
Okay, that's perfect.
Anything else?
I mean, I'm curious, like, what tribes are these different members from?
So all of them are covered in soot, like sort of blocking out the colors of their scales. It's not perfect, so like it sort of shines through a little bit. And you generally see like, or you make a perception, make an investigation check.
Oh yeah.
You're so smart. Tap your little intellect band.
Ting 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 ting.
Wow, this is what I get a natural 20 on.
Perfect. So, courage, you see a little bit of blue underneath their soot. Wisdom, you see green. And growth, you see red.
Okay, cool. Interesting. Growth, did you know Kane before he changed?
I guess what do you mean by changed for Logan's understanding?
Before he followed Haikon.
The Firewalkers, as a whole, most of them follow Haikon historically for like 500 years or so. Not 500, more like 400 or so years. Kane has probably always followed it, but he's sort of taken it a step further and is now like totally written off Hakuroa and is doing all of these things for Haikon. And it's like really destroyed the fabric of the island. But to answer your question anyway, Growth says, we forsake our families when we become Triune. The person I previously was Kane's hatchling.
Interesting. Would Kane respect the Triune once?
Kane must respect the Triune. Wisdom goes, indeed, it would be very unwise to not respect the wisdom of the Triune. We speak for Hakuroa so that Hakuroa can continue to slumber.
That's not really what I asked.
If you respect the Triune, and the answer is yes.
No. The Triune said that he must respect them. I
Oh.
asked, would Kane actually respect them? Considering he seems to not hold much. He does not hold Kapuaroa in high regard.
He has, or Wisdom explains, he has not technically broken any, like, strong traditions. He doesn't forbid people from sacrificing to Hakuroa. That would be a line that would be something that they would not allow. He has not done that. He is ostensibly free to not worship Hakuroa, as a sort of the tradition of the Firewalkers. He has done some not very kosher things, but he's not really like completely disrespected the traditions of the lizard folk. He sort of operated just within them so that the Triune cannot really denounce him. But it would be bad if they did.
I mean, it seems like they already have. They've bound me to an oath to get him out of office, so.
They want you to get him out of the his office of Keeper of the Eggs, independent of his office of Firewalker Chief.
But it's the same because they're both life sentences.
But operating within the strictest definition, they did not tell you to kill Chief Kane.
Nemea, the last thing Nemea wants to know is...
Wow, we're so litigious.
Wait, no, not even. It's not about that. It's about Hakuroa and talking to Hakuroa.
Oh, okay.
If I want to speak to Hakuroa, how would I hear? How would I go about doing that?
Get down to the ground and speak to Hakuroa.
Great. Perfect.
Hakuroa responds in many ways. The ground will rumble. Fire will rain from the sky if you upset him. If he wakes, that will be bad. He responds in smoke, the way it is. He responds in fires that begin. Hakuroa responds in many ways. But to speak to him, just do. He is everywhere on Kapua High.
Elegy gives you a look
Thanks.
that's like,
Thank you. I love that Elegy is like, this god doesn't exist, whereas her god.
I love that too.
Her god that everyone's like doesn't exist. It's great. Okay, great. Nemea's like, perfect. Thank you. I will do that. Let's go.
Okay.
Would you
Guys
say
head
Nitros
out?
is also slumbering, Elegy?
No.
Mitros is always here and always listening and responds in different forms.
Mm-hmm.
So we will end with sort of a more slow finish. It is now solidly evening, nighttime when you guys leave. You spent quite a while talking to them back and forth. We sort of role-played the highlights, but it was an extended conversation. So when you depart, it is nighttime. Stars are in the sky. You find Hinalea, and she says, like, let's just... Like, we can either go back or we can camp here. It doesn't matter. By the time we get back, it's going to be really far into night. We could just camp here. It's up to you guys.
Camp here seems
Just
good.
camp here. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you guys camp there. Nothing really happens. You're not accosted. You're very close to Halaiuinaga. So, like, the Firewalkers aren't going to come and raid the Triune's abode. Let's do Nemea make a perception check.
I would love to. Yep. That's not true. That's not true. Because I have my skilled thing.
Yeah. Okay.
It's really
I feel like
14.
rule of fun is that natural one trumps that, but in this case, it's not important, so it's fine.
Okay.
You're
Rule of
setting up
fun.
camp, and you
Rule of
see
GM fun.
rule of GM fun. You see not an unusual sight. You've seen this fairly often, but this time it seems a little bit different. You see Aeneas
Fairly often.
looking up at the sky. He does that all the time.
Yeah.
This time, though, he's like reacting and like looking at the sky sort of animatedly. And Aeneas is not an animated person. Eventually, he sort of like grabs his head and Aeneas, make a Constitution saving throw.
I would hate to.
Constitution
He
saving
grabs his
throw.
head and then he sort of like vomits onto the ground and like falls to his knees like dizzy.
Aeneas, are you okay? And I'm like patting his back so he's finished coughing it up.
It's... I don't know. It was so confusing. Did the stars move?
I wasn't looking at them. I was looking at you.
Elegy, are the stars moving?
Are the stars moving? I'm gonna go with no.
Correct.
Nope.
Do you see the stars moving? What's the matter?
They were... I was trying to find something out, and then they went crazy. I don't know. It was impossible. It didn't make any sense. Don't worry about it.
What were you trying to find out?
I just needed help from Thylea to figure out what to do next.
I get that. Now, this has never happened before?
You've asked of
not this
Thylea and you've
dramatically.
emoted in this, like you've discerned from the stars, but yeah, nothing like this.
No, nothing like this. This was definitely a message of some kind. You just leave me alone for a little bit. I'm gonna scribe it down, and he'll pull out his star map and sort of furiously start etching into it.
If the lizard people had something like this, I would believe that their volcano god existed. That's all I'm
Aeneas does
saying.
not react.
Okay.
His reaction has made God real.
Yeah.
Can't say that about
as
other people's
You
gods,
guys
Nemea.
finish setting up camp.
Elegy.
Aeneas is scribing on his star chart, and Elegy is just severely writing off an entire indigenous culture. That's where we'll end the episode for the night. As you guys now have permission to scale Hakuroa, the sacred volcano. You have made an
Praise
oath that you
be
will.
Hakuoa.
What is your oath?
Remove.
Dude, justice.
Become the new egg keeper.
Perfect. And that's what you got to do. So we will be back next session, which unfortunately will not be next week due to scheduling issues. But you better believe in 2 weeks' time, we're going to be back and we're going to figure out what exactly Aeneas has gotten itself into, how they are going to get up Hakuroa, and what's
Do
Kane
gods
playing
exist?
up there? And do gods exist? Who knows? These are the important questions we'll figure out on this island in 2 weeks' time. So until then, thank you for watching. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.